Let me see. Fully equipped. So this game has a morality system. I wonder if it'll be based purely on how often you lie, or it'll be more nuanced. If they don't explore that, I'll be shocked. But I could also see them just deciding, just go with something of, you know, a middling amount of granularity just to make the system work. You know, too much granularity could be confusing or, you know, obnoxious to maintain. Yeah, they just bail. Like when you're close to the boss, I guess they're like, ah, the cop will handle it. It's fine. With the nose to grow, and maybe it does. Maybe if you lie enough. Only the sword. The Legion arm does not exactly... doesn't give me... I don't get rally off of that. Should not have continued with that. Just luck. Yeah, it's interesting, there's almost a window where you want to get closer on that attack. There's another stag there. Yeah, you actually want to get close. That was a mistake. So you can block the lightning to some degree, it seems. Missed that one, though. Yeah, there's like a radius you need to get outside of, or you need to go in. Oh, that's the throw. Oh, that hurts. I need to get one more attack. There. No, we're bouncing. Ah, I tried to roll it. What am I doing? I should have just attacked. I think I already had some durability loss on the way into the fight. I think it would have been fine otherwise. Shit. I gotta pay more attention to that. Oh. Well, at least I have a good... I have a general good strategy here. I gotta just follow through. Oh, okay, it did come back. So I guess I did run out of... It refills every time you rest, so I guess I ran out during the fight. It looked like they had less than, Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Solves problems. Is this out? No, I just... There's a pretty hefty demo. Got what, at least like three or four bosses? Lots of space to explore. Fortified ain't bad. The demo's really, really good. It runs very well. It looks really, really good. I do think that the system for stunning enemies. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, that's not good. The posture system does work on guards, as well as it doesn't always give you a free. Oh, that's the grab. God damn it! Shit. Posture system doesn't always give you a riposte, sometimes it just staggers. So it's like the system that's, it's sort of like what Dark Souls 3 had and Bloodborne had, where you don't always get a riposte, but you sometimes just stagger. Should not have done that. I think you get iframes, but not that much. Oops. Bad timing. I'm trying to parry that, and I really shouldn't. Gotta stay closer, yeah. Messed it up. I'm getting really close. Critical spot on him after he goes groggy. Is there? Ah, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. When he goes groggy, you gotta hit him with a strong, right? So... much... I'm running out of Legion Arm. But I still got the Fable stuff, so I'm gonna just keep going. I reserve my stamina just for this particular spot. Fully charged strong, okay. I remember that being... something like that was pointed out earlier. I want some shawarma. Or I'm not sure if that's shawarma misspelled or that's something else. Makes me want shawarma though. Oops, misread that attack. Can't get back to the back there. Oh. Shit, I missed it already. I think. This heal. Spectre's got good RNG today. Dodging is not so great today. Just get in there and attack. Kill his ass. There we go. Storage battery, heroes, ergo, core, and quartz. And then something about the P organ that I totally missed. It's a lot to read. So, broken heroes, ergo, strapped watchman. It's a pact with immense power. Treasure hunter may want this rare ergo. Watchman contorted and broke from the adult's desires. However, he never forgot the children who consider him their friend. So I got a second quartz. The workshop uses this gem to bring out puppets' different abilities. This is... I'm hoping eventually I'll get the ability to mess with that. I mean, obviously, in the full game, yeah, but I don't know about the demo. It's an arm part. Exchange material. The scrapped watchman's central core. Legion arm with immense power can be crafted by Eugenie or the Venigni craft machine. The plan of Krat City Hull's watchman ultimately failed. The watchman, whose storage battery had swelled and back had bent horribly, became an angry judge and swept through Elysian Boulevard. Then I got this. So I got a core, a P organ core. A key part that can activate the P organ. Activating the P organ allows quartz to be equipped. Ah. The P organ is the quintessence of the brilliant craftsman Geppetto's puppet skills. Rare parts are necessary to develop a device like that. I think we're all thinking about the P organ today. Alright, so... Well, one way or another, we need to recover. Where's the beginning of the... Okay, hold on. This is where I came in. Hopefully, when it congratulates me for completing the demo, I can still go back. Can somebody just tell me... Benigni's Guide. Can somebody just tell me a yes or no of, like, am I gonna hit a point where they just kick me out and won't let me get back in? Meanwhile, I'm gonna read this. It doesn't kick you out. Good. Dear citizens of Krat, the factory has been occupied by the puppets. Whatever the cause, the Venigni Company is responsible for it. I, Lorenzini Venigni. That's like, I don't even know, something linguini. It's, the alliteration is a little much. I'm going alone to stop those devils. The factory is very dangerous now. Stay out of it and keep safe. The rest I'll leave for Mr. Geppetto, whom I trust more than anyone. God save us all. Regards, Lorenzini Venigni. There was a name of a character or something in Seinfeld that had some name like that. Some just goofy name like that. Ergo is life. Is it? The spores seem to be maybe making everybody struggle a bit.
I think we're done here, pal. Back to the hotel.
We just do it like that? Like... Just like no more demo for you. I mean, this is probably where you go next, right? I can't, yeah. So they have a line. I think they have a line, at the very least. Well, I guess it's twofold. One is that you're not allowed to go any further, even though you should. Like, in the full game you should, right? But this also says the demo's over. That's kind of clever. That's a good choice, because, you know, the whole point of you going in here initially was to deal with, you know, to clear out this area for Geppetto. I like that. I like having a dual line like that, like a, you know, alright, we're done. Maybe it'll still give me credits or something, or, you know, some sort of like a, you know, thank you so much for playing a game. You know, like a, some congratulatory pop-up or something. It's not over yet? Oh. Is there... Hold on. I'm okay with a yes or no on this. Is there another boss? Because that would be huge. This demo is pretty damn big. There's a word of like a trader who wants some stuff who might that might be your boss weapon trade. Oh, I see. Oh no, that's the puppet over there. That I thought that was Geppetto being all excited next to Antonia, but no. Where would Geppetto be? But he had his hands up, telling, "Oh, I succeeded! I made this puppet."
That sounds very dangerous. Geppetto usually isn't so reckless. The pain of his grief may be clouding his judgment. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you.
You and Geppetto are always welcome at this hotel.
Second floor. There we go.
Geppetto's room is on the second floor. You can stop by whenever you like.
The demo is ginormous, so even if there isn't another boss fight or something, this is already like more than twice what I would have expected. And the quality is so good, even if I do think there's a couple minor things they can change. Also, you're in a different location.
You saved Geppetto. Wonderful. He is on the second floor. He can hardly wait to see you.
I want to go see...
Wow, cool part you got there.
Oh.
Come here for a sec, would you?
Oh, I wasn't going to do that at all. No, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I didn't want to talk to you.
I picked up traces of high-powered energy originating far away. That's one mystery solved. Why don't we make a Legion arm with it?
Is that what we're doing?
Mr. Vanini is the expert when it comes to Legion arms, but I'm pretty sure I can make one.
You're gonna make a bad one? Do I gotta give it to Vanini? It's Vanini, by the way, not Venigni or whatever. Familialis. Familialis. I'm assuming this is a fire weapon, a firearm. Uh-oh. Well, there you go. I'm ready. Oh, come on. You're killing me.
Puppets get fried easily by electricity. If you use an electric Legion arm, it'll make your life easier.
Oh, no. It's lightning, right?
You're going to the factory to save Mr. Vanini, right?
Vanini. Venigni.
He's the
Venigni.
richest man in Krat. A little eccentric, maybe, but a good person.
Vanini, okay.
I heard he went to shut the factory down. I hope he's safe. I wouldn't want to lose my best customer.
I really need to make a sort of evil Victorian villain mustache for this outfit. The only mustache I have right now is the Groucho Marx setup. But I think we can do better. We have the technology.
I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
Yes, I would like to... Actually, you can't even do my Legion arms. Wait, did I get another upgrade material for the... No. Benini. Oh yeah, and Sophia is basically a Firekeeper. So... I think this is a bit of a spoiler. Maybe I should... Anybody who doesn't want to hear a spoiler in the next, like, 10 seconds is, like, plug your ears. My understanding is that Sophia is meant to represent the, that butterfly spirit thing, or whatever it was from the original material. Okay, spoiler over. I'm not even sure how spoilery that is. It's kind of inferred throughout some of the other stuff, like some of the presentation in the beginning of the game. I accidentally came across that knowledge, though, on the... yeah, it is on their Twitter account while scouring for other posts. I wanted to see whatever they had said about the durability change. Wow, look at that. We're doing some surgery up in this. You got a different outfit today.
Ah, you've returned. Forgive a sentimental father for worrying about his son. Always remember that you're precious to me. Even when I ask you to do something dangerous. Speaking of which, there's a factory just beyond Elysian Boulevard. It's packed with countless puppets. My friend, the inventor Vanini, went to stop them, but he never came back. Please, go save him and shut down the factory.
Oh. He got interrupted midway.
P organs are the source of your powers. Collect quartz to get the strength you need.
That's that thing in the beginning of the game. Or the title screen. Intense.
Remember, the hotel is the last safe place in Krat. It's our only refuge in a city full of perils. It'll be extremely dangerous if anyone has ill intentions. Be careful who you tell about this place, especially if they're stalkers or alchemists. Be wary of dangerous people, and always be a good boy to me.
Gotta be a real boy before I can become a good boy. There's a thank you for... I figured there would be like a proper thank you for playing the demo. I know there are some people who very much like inserting things into their P organ. I'll sit in the chair in a minute. Give me just... I want to just like look for objects to interact with first, besides the chair. Alright, let's use... Let's activate the P organ and get banned from Twitch. Use the P organ slots to activate your character's latent abilities. Equip quartz on the P organ to obtain its corresponding effect. If you equip quartz in each of the slots in a single group, you'll gain that group's synergy effect. I wonder if they list what that is. Each time synergy affects two groups, each time the synergy effects of two groups are activated, the next group is unlocked. You can get a greater variety of effects as you take your P organ to higher phases. So this is another... I had 4 already. Increase the amount of time you can capitalize on groggy enemies. Enables another dodge in the middle of a dodge motion. More iframes, I guess. Extra Fable slots, very nice. So I guess it's like once you've activated all 4 of these, that you can go on to the next one or something. Oh, they were not even willing to tell you. It makes sense. These all require 3. There's no 4s. Oh, there are 4s. What do I want then? I think I want I want to like... How do I have solved this problem in games that I've worked on. It's not fun to do though. I literally have solved this exact UI problem. I hated doing it. It was a lot of effort. And I could have done it much simpler by just... So you have kind of 2 different ways you can approach this on a very core basis. One is to basically say, relative to where you are, you can say... Oh, you can do it with the analog stick too. I was doing it with the D-pad. What you can basically do is say, relative to where you are, calculate... Once you do an input in a direction, calculate the nearest one that makes sense. And you have to come up with a rule set for that. Or what you can do is say, just store, like, this slot, up, down, left, and right, just takes you somewhere in particular, right? So it probably would take you here, like, right would take you here and then there. And then right would probably take you either here or here, and I don't know which. Up would take you up to here. Down would take you to from here to here, and you'd have to just like map them, you know, depending on just literally like just how do you want to do it manually and structure that, or do you want to make it automatic, which means it's more flexible when you change it. But it's a pain in the ass to write the system that basically says where do you land based on the D-pad input on a system that could change. I wrote the complicated one and it sucked, but I needed it for I needed it for a menu that could change. That would change a lot even after release. I think I want... it's hard. Both of these are good. Fable is probably more usable to start. Oh wait, what? Hold on. Enhance the groggy attack of charge attacks. Wait, what? It says... Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. Wait, do you choose two different effects when you do this? You have one that just says putting it in this slot gives you more pulse cells. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm misunderstanding what this is. So basically, fully filling these grants you the extra slot. Partially filling them still gives you something, though, and you can choose what you get. Charge Legion when eliminating enemies? Yes, that's actually pretty legit. That solves the question of like, how, you know, are you just relying on the magazines, or can you get something from it? Less stamina from charge. This is actually really flexible. Increases the speed of the grinder. Perfect guard, Fable, charge enhance. Charge Fable when a perfect guard is successful. Oh, that's cool as shit. This is really robust. This is like unexpectedly amazing. Enhanced guard gain recovery when attacking enemies, super great. Oh, enhanced fatal attack, pulse cell charge. Enemies discharge pulse cell. Enhances discharge pulse cell charging upon a fatal attack. Lowers damage received when pulse cells are discharged. Oh, shit. So basically you have like a... it's almost like you have a potentially up to full health blue tear stone. Because you're out of Estus, basically. So you have more opportunity to get your pulse cell back, and you can loop that. Lower damage while dodging. I guess, so this is if you fuck up a dodge, you still take less damage. The more damage from crits. Build up, you need a higher stagger. Stable arches do more damage. And this gives you more time to capitalize on the grogginess. This is really good. This is gonna dramatically increase the build diversity in this game. I think either the Legion on Perfect Guard Fable Enhance is pretty legit, though. I can't not. And now okay, so I can't... Oh, you get a choice, basically. So each of these, like this is a perk tree, just in this style, where you choose one, and you when you get the next phase, you can do these. In the meantime, you gotta pick like two. So then it would be like... So... Fable... Make Legion magazines better. Oh, you just level up faster. Oh, that's cool. You can increase your limit for a lot of the items. and throwing items. I want to increase the guard regain recovery. Like that's kind of gonna go well with my build, and then I get the extra pulse cell. You're right. And okay, so then I'm a chunk of the way, I guess, to phase 2. I have to reread whatever it told me about getting there. I think it must be like maybe you need a certain amount, like you need 4 total quartz to get to phase 2, or I don't know. But there's like the I don't know if that glowing dot is a progress indicator or not. It looks like 5 maybe. Not super sure. That's pretty legit though. Oh. You can do... Each of these slots gives you... So if you want to spread your quartz out, you can still get the other thing. So I could go back, I could have gone back and gotten like Charged Legion when defeating enemies, which is what I would have wanted. But I wouldn't have enough quartz for the pulse cell. Whenever you can remove them. I feel like there was something that mentioned like a respec or non-permanent something, but I'm not super sure. You at least can do that with the weapon infusions.
The city of Krat. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any questions, and I'll fill in the gaps.
About Venini Works.
Venini Works is the puppet's main base. It's a factory where they manufacture more of themselves. Venini himself went to stop them, but I'm worried. He's an industrialist, not a fighter. Rescue Venini and shut down his factory. That will deny the puppets their reinforcements.
I wonder if that's just the initial main goal, or is that the very long-term goal? I'm assuming that, like, everything they're telling you up front here is very early game / things will change up quite a bit as you go. But yeah, so can I get a 100% confirmation, yes or no, is this the end of the demo? I think it is. I want to be sure, just to be sure, but this is big. Yeah, I think so. The weird thing is that this is like probably more than 7 hours at my pace. That's very robust, very well made. Way more than I expected to see in a demo. And the funny thing is that, so Tikal had posted a message in Discord saying, hey, like, if you're looking for something to do, that Liza P demo just dropped, and I'm like, what? Like, I knew of the game. I did not expect them to just put out a demo, and hella good quality. This is, I think, the only other game in the genre that I think was able to stand on its own extremely well was Code Vein, but Code Vein also put a lot of effort into going its own direction with a lot of things. This one is pushing very hard to follow on From's footsteps, even though they are also doing a lot of their own things that are extremely good, and honestly, much of it's better than FromSoft. I think if people were jonesing for more of something that would be like something they'd expect From to make, this is the one. This is the one that, not to say that Code Vein isn't great, because it is, but the level of distinction it has from a traditional FromSoft game is enough to where I can understand people don't jive with it. I very much like Code Vein. But this game, on the other hand, is much more... The core and the overall feel is much closer to, you know, something between, really. Something really, like, roughly between Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne in its presentation and in its overall movement and everything. But they're still doing so much of their own thing and making it work. And everything is so well executed in this game. I think the only thing that I think people are going to struggle with is just how different the combat is while still having a similar feel. Oh yeah, I did get an arm, right. Get that electric arm. Fulmination something or other arm. Was I able to change an arm here, or did I have to do it at another Stargazer? Yeah, I don't think I can do an arm here. I gotta do any other Stargazer. Oh, unless I could change it, Sophia, or something. Eugenie didn't have, or Eugenie, or whatever her name was, didn't have it. Yeah, I consider that a small oversight. It's probably not intentional. There's probably a lot of little UX things that they forgot about or didn't have time to get around to. That I think they're going to do, because you look at all the other random UX things this game has done so well, they clearly have an eye for detail. Like even the fact that you have the ability to adjust, I think it's a gameplay setting. The lock-on distance degree is one of the big indicators that they are thinking about this shit. They are thinking about this stuff at high level of detail, because this allows you to control the behavior for the lock-on behavior. So it basically says, like, you can orient towards distant targets, or you can orient towards closer targets, and I think they're doing like a cone adjustment. The base setting is good, but this exists and it's amazing. They obviously have the, like, can you attack? Even when you're locked on, can you change your attack direction, which is like a Dark Souls 2 setting, I think. They obviously have the, like, kill an enemy and relock to the next near enemy. Even stuff like adjust your camera on inclines. You've got oh, this one I like. This is great. This one's fantastic. This one I've been wanting in Souls forever. Where basically when you hit so I can hit R3 right now, and I'll lock onto targets, but if there's nothing for me to lock on, it doesn't do anything. Instead of doing that weird snap camera shit, you can turn that off. And just having stuff like that, it shows that they are thinking about it. They have an eye for detail. So I think the rest of that's just stuff that they didn't have time to do. Anything they missed, anything like can't change your Legion arm, or you can't, like, view an explanation screen for the stats. I think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to just let that go. I think they intend to do all the cool shit that everyone wants out of a Souls game, plus all the, their great execution on all the other stuff they've done. Are there any ranged weapons that would make long lock-on useful? There are throwable items that work way better locked on than in the FromSoft games. Like, they have a firebomb item, like this thing that I don't have any more of. That works really well at a distance, and they have, like, a couple other ones. They have this cog thing that's equivalent to basically like a heavy throwing knife. Throws pretty quick. They have another one where you throw, like, just a metal pipe, and the metal pipe pierces enemies. Has pretty good range, great damage, great scaling. I mean, that's another detail thing, right? So, like, if you look at what can I show? I don't have any on me, but all of the throwing items scale. They have stat scaling, and their base damage is good. So there is also the one of the arms also is distant as well, so you can do, at the very least, there's at least this one, the puppet string, which is basically like you pull light enemies towards you, you pull yourself towards heavy enemies. So I don't know what's heavy enough here. Yeah. So bosses need mostly. Oh, it even can break. Oh, that's great. It can break their weapons. Right? So that's one ranged option right off the bat. And then, I think this other Legion arm I just got, it is a advanced scaling, holds powerful electricity, accumulates electric blitz, and discharges an electric shock. Lightning has been interpreted as God's authority and fury since ancient times. Now God's fury descends to the earth and is being used to destroy steel monsters. Also, they have these upgrades you can do as well. Enables moving while you do it. Continuous small sparks from the hands inflict damage while charging. Increases the maximum charge level. So I want to see Fulminous. This might be a ranged thing. Or no, it's close. It's close range. Well, oh, that's a lot of damage. How much is it gonna? How much is this gonna do for the full charge? I wonder. Like, can I even get close enough to do it on this dude? Get that Hashigeki. Oh, if I can charge it. Talk to the hands. You know, once I'm done not getting killed here. Ah, I missed it. Shit. Ah, on the wrong item. I'm out of charge for the Fulminous thing. I want to see how much this does. I need to go to like an early enemy and just blast them. So yeah, so no ranged Legion arm except for the puppet string just yet. Damn it. 428 on a tier 1 charge. On that one. And there's a secondary one. I think the secondary one is just you hold it long enough and you don't get any more out of it. Pretty damn good, considering I'm doing like 100 and change otherwise. But yeah, so overall, this went from like, it's a Bloodborne game, I don't care, it's gonna be more Bloodborne for Bloodborne people, and that was my initial impression. And then I was like, I'll give it a shot. And worst case scenario, it's Bloodborne at a frame rate. You know, I'm not gonna call it a decent frame rate. It is at a frame rate, and with a, you know, of course with a PC port. Now that I'm confirming that. I didn't think there was a PC port initially for this. I thought it might be a PlayStation exclusive or something. But, so that was my initial impression. Now I'll give it a shot, whatever, it'll be, you know, it's another entrant into the Souls games, and maybe it'll be alright. But this is by far the most coherent, most robust, well-developed Souls-like, and I think this is basically what I would have expected from a modern, like, if Bloodborne didn't exist, or if, I don't even know how, like, if there was a new modern FromSoft Souls IP, I don't think I could have expected this much, to be fair, because From doesn't explore the formula enough, and that's kind of why I've been sitting here. Every time another Souls-like comes out, they add something interesting to the formula, but more often than not, you see a lot of non-FromSoft Souls-likes doing something, you know, doing some cool stuff, but not being very robust, not having the full package. This is a game that is very competent, does some cool stuff, and is extremely robust. Like, has like, the core is intact. The core feels really good. They do a lot of their own stuff, and their own stuff is interesting. You know, every single game of this style will have some stuff that maybe needs to get, maybe needs some tweaking. So, for example, I think the repair system, I think they'll need to look at. Explanation on the stats probably needs to be looked at. You know, some minor stuff like that, right? There's things to look at, and FromSoft is not much better at handling any of that. But the rest of this stuff is so well executed, and so robust and interesting. The presentation's good, the visuals are great, the mechanics are interesting, and I don't want to distill it down to just choice ambiguity, but that's kind of what it is. It's like you have interesting choices everywhere for a lot of your combat stuff. The weapon combination stuff is really, really cool. the, you know, A plus for having throwing items that A scale and B start good. I think it's hard to say even if I think there's any like criminally off things about it. I might say something like I think the status effects probably aren't as distinct as the amount of them are that you receive, like the amount of items for them that you get. But that might just be because I'm not getting dunked by, you know, maybe I'm not. If I played a heavier build that is more defensive, maybe I'll need that more. I don't know. But you know, I could give them points on things like every attack with a thrusting weapon with this moveset has some distinct, unique property. I want to use every attack in this. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like this is like the tutorial area pretty much, as far as I can tell. A demo this big and they're allowing you to go through this much content. It's one of two things. Either it's not that big and they're putting a lot of effort into making sure that they sell it, or it's a very big game and there's this much quality and this much content at the beginning. Either of those are fine because it's excellent. I would expect this to be that long because I feel like I don't want to make super high demands on something of this quality with the execution done so well. But this is like a level of excellence that I feel like in a lot of ways From is going to have to try to catch up now, because From has done a lot of stuff well, but they haven't branched out from their formula very well. From's UX is not caught up very well. You know, From finds like a couple key things that work that they add to each game, and a lot of the baggage comes with every single FromSoft game, and this is by far their strongest competitor by leaps and bounds, and they clearly understood the assignment from the core, you know, particulars about how things work into also just how the overarching gameplay works and how to differentiate themselves without feeling too foreign. In fact, they differentiated themselves while feeling so close that people got tripped up by like dodge behavior and how to guard and stuff, which I think people will get familiar with. What's the next one? Lords of the Fallen 2, the Lords of the Fallen, I think. After looking at the Surge and Lords of the Fallen, I think they made a second Surge as well. I didn't see the level of competence, or Remnant. I didn't see the level of competence. Remnant maybe, but I didn't like the gunplay. I didn't play it, but the what I seen, it didn't sell itself to me. Maybe it's also competent, but Lords of the Fallen could be good, but they have yet to confirm. The first one had some good stuff to it and was generally competent, but how far they differentiated themselves from the Souls games of the time was a bit too much, and some stuff just didn't work. Like Lords of the Fallen had issues with like their presentation was a little bit bland, the music was bland. So maybe who knows, if Lords of the Fallen, like the Lords of the Fallen will show up, and then will be another Souls like of a similar level of competence where A, they understood the assignment, and B, they added their own additional flair to it. They definitely had the chops, they just needed better direction for both the art and the design. But it doesn't matter because like it's one of two things. It's either this game definitely hits this checks all the boxes and that's fine, or there's two games that do it and that's also cool. At the very least, I'm going to be jumping on this because this game is really, really good. Like this is going to be effectively like a day one play for me, which is kind of rare. Like I'm often the kind of person who waits, but unless it's a FromSoft game, and then it's like, well, I got the obligation to do it. But like, no, I need to play this at release. This game is just good. It's really good.